Damn, I can't get that one.
I don't know the last time I met a Gary. So did you like the song? It was just, or guys coming in from other teams. They are utilizing not Russia, but apply pressure to your cranium. You're mine. I bounce back, no pogo. Talks about you in some cover.
Think that'll get a copyright strike? All right. What's up, you guys? So if anyone can hear, I'm trying to see if the mic works. Last time we had a pretty bad problem with the mics. Sorry about that. So Najla, in the other room, can you hear the taps on the mics? It's like, why don't you just do this shit before stream? I used to think that all the time. And then I streamed once or twice. And I was like, oh, it does work before stream. But then when we press live, it just stops working. So you hear the taps? I'm going to tap again. That one? Wait. All right. I'm going to tap on the other one. Yeah, I know. Okay, cool. All right, then we're good. Sometimes it works, sometimes they don't. So how you guys been? Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas time. This is for you.
I think it works.
All right,
I don't know.
Turn that down.
Okay.
I think someone's in chat. I didn't see who it was. Someone said
it's my lovely Trish.
Either way, is it Trisha? Hey, Trisha. Either way.
Trish, can you hear me?
They're gonna hear us no matter what because of the phone. It's just which mic is it? Do y'all hear the scratches and the taps? But I don't want to annoy y'all if you got headphones.
Hi.
Hey, Najla.
Hello. Hope everybody had a great end of 2025.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful that it's 2026.
Me too. Throw 2025 in a trash can. Happy New Year, Trisha. One of the coolest people we've met through the internet.
Gem. Jewel.
Trisha Clark.
My fave.
Let me go. I'm going to grab one of the things she makes.
Okay. So does everybody feel the same as I do? Are you guys super happy it's 2026? Like, I'm like so happy.
I got it.
For 2026.
Anointed Roots Apothecary. I can't talk this morning. Oh, it's all going to be backwards. I'm sorry, Trisha. Anointed Roots Apothecary at gmail.com, I believe. She just sent us elderberry syrup, and we make elderberry syrup. So it's so cool to try other people's stuff that you make the same thing of and how different it is. It's excellent. She nailed it. She nailed it. I got to turn the radio down. I liked it, but it was starting to annoy me. So yeah, what have you guys been up to? I wanted to talk to y'all mainly about YouTube ads today. I got new YouTube ads.
YouTube ads.
Yeah, they started giving me different ones.
We all have experience with YouTube ads.
I'm getting some really different ones now that I've never gotten before. It's pretty sweet. All right. See if I can find you guys. This is the problem. I never know how to open it after I start it. It won't open for me ever.
If only we knew what you were trying to open.
The live stream. Like I can't, like Landry said, like I'm behind on the technology. Not really. I just don't care or have time enough to.
Yeah,
This works enough for me, but
we're not really
tech savvy.
tech savvy.
Yeah, he's right.
We're not
about
tech
that.
savvy.
I'm not really trying to be tech savvy. I'm good at editing, but I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I should care more. But yeah, so okay, so Trisha's in the chat. What do you get for YouTube ads, Trisha? What is your typical ad that you see? Unless you have YouTube Premium, which I used to have, and then I just felt like I almost kind of like it's a waste of money, but I also miss commercials. Like I know that's weird. It's like
I've
missing
always
the
liked
Matrix.
commercials. Maybe because I'm easily programmed.
You've always said that you.
I have to watch out. I'm very easily programmed.
But at the same time, I feel like YouTube commercials are so different than cable commercials, though.
Yeah, that's true. But I think they're circling back and realizing the glory days of cable commercials.
Yeah. I like them. I like a well-made, like well-produced
Got like
ad.
a hefty budget. It's like the budget of like a music video.
Right.
They put a lot into a good one.
That's true. Like the
So.
90s commercials were very like
So good.
Yeah. The only ones they still do that for is like maybe like Mucinex, which I saw like 5 years ago. No, but they still put like, you know,
Yeah.
effort into it. You have premium. Okay, so Trisha's doing pretty well in life.
Living the high life.
Yeah. So that's good. Okay, well you're not missing anything. So okay, so lately I've been getting and most ads, Trisha, are like AI. Most of them nowadays.
Yeah.
Most of them are AI. It's like
Missing the human soul.
What's that?
Missing the human soul.
Yeah, microphone.
Is it working?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
It's just far away. It doesn't work. But like a lot of it's like Joe Rogan promoting shit he never promoted. You know, it's like stuff like that. What I've been getting lately is okay, so I'll start with my favorite one is the diabetes. It's a trick, you know what I mean? Like it, you know, your man can't perform. Did you try the baking soda and cinnamon trick? You click the link, you know, it's like, and it's an AI like weird thing like that, right? And so I got another one like that, but this one's about diabetes, but it's the same thing. It's the same like baking soda and cinnamon like trick, right? But it's for diabetes. And it starts out the commercial with 9 out of 10 Americans have type 2 diabetes.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
What? That's crazy.
So that's what that's
Sounds like some nonsense.
No, but this is how they get away with it. Right after they say 9 out of 10 Americans have type 2 diabetes. And right after that, they say most just don't know it.
Most just don't know it. Okay.
So we all have type 2 diabetes. Oh, yeah. Bearskin hoodies. Get yours now. Yeah, because are you tired of layering up in the winter and you're still freezing your man bolts off? Yeah. Try Manskin hoodie. Yeah, dude. I get that. And then the next one I get, oh, who's that? I see someone else. There used to be a Folgers Coffee soap opera style commercials. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what I mean? In the morning when he goes into the kitchen, if this is the one you're talking about. And it's just like very glorious and very
best part of waking up
yeah
is Folgers in your cup.
That was amazing.
Come on, guys, we all love that. The glory days of commercials.
Dude, they were so good. Yeah, Jay. I hear you. And now, so this is another one I've been getting. I've been getting minoxidil. But that's not how they started. It's all hair loss commercials. which is weird because no one in my family has ever lost their hair. So it's like, oh, it's what you watch and it's what you think about and it's what you talk about. We never talk about hair loss ever.
No.
Ever. So we've been getting male baldness, hair loss commercials, and then they make male enhancement performance drugs combined with hair loss, like Hims. What the fuck is that? Like half the time, it's my man couldn't, do this and that and the other until I gave him Hims, and then the next commercial will be like, I had no hair until I started taking Hims.
It's Hims and Hims.
It's like Viagra and minoxidil in one, right?
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop for midlife crisis, and it's beautiful. Like, how great is that? However, like minoxidil, and they like all of these things, all of the hair loss stuff have minoxidil in it,
Yeah.
and they, they'll have other stuff in it that helps with hair regrowth, like stinging nettle and saw palmetto and all that. But most of these things are just minoxidil. The better ones have other stuff in it. But the minoxidil is the main thing that helps the hair follicles regrow and all that. And I worked for a hair loss clinic. And again, I wasn't very popular there because I had hair. And I would just be like, that's how good their damn products are. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah. So I worked for this company where they would sell hair loss packages to people, and we always had to give them a big speech about minoxidil and how, like, the commercials on YouTube are like, you want your hair back in 3 to 6 weeks for life, get this, it's him or it's something with minoxidil, done, ad over, right? And then and it's so crazy that they can get past this legal loophole.
Yeah.
Or they just don't care, and AI commercials just get pumped out until they're taken down. But either way, we used to have to give this spiel to any customer we were trying to sell this to, and say, okay, but if you start minoxidil treatment, you will never be able to stop. If you stop, never.
Lifetime customer.
Lifetime customer, which is brilliant for drug dealers. Like, and in terms of finances, but when you're not telling the person that, like, we used to have to say, and we had a natural option with stinging nettle and saw palmetto and things like that. But minoxidil was always like, dude, once you start, you can never stop. If you start, it will start regrowing your hair. But if you stop, your hair loss will be way more dramatic and way more permanent than before. And I'm not sure if you get back on minoxidil, will it start up again? But either way, it's like
you're
deal
a lifetime customer.
Yeah. You're immediate. It's an immediate replacement for what
ever naturally occurs in your body.
Exactly. So I'm just fascinated they can sell stuff like that. And like, okay, so we got banned from our credit card processor. I was just talking to Trisha about this a few years back. This is like 4 years ago now, 5 years ago. With groundedextracts.com. Our credit card processor was like Stripe or something like that. Yeah, that was one of them. And we made like 2 sales, and we immediately got contacted and said, you are on our banned for life list by Stripe, because you sell CBD products. And we're like, oh, okay, what if we never sell CBD products again? They're like, doesn't matter. You did it once, you're done. And then I go to all these other websites that use Stripe that sell CBD. So we contacted them. I'm like, okay, how do we do this? It's very interesting, right? And yet these minoxidil people can do this and have credit card processors and all that. So I contacted Stripe and I was like, okay, but what if we do want to sell CBD like every other company that exists? Now it's almost a cliche, like a hack.
Yeah, everybody's doing it.
Yeah, no one makes it the way we make it, and in terms of, we get the fresh flower from a farm in New York, and I make it myself. I make the oil myself, and it's not diluted one bit, and it's our best-selling.
I think product. I know you guys are. I don't remember who's watching, but like Dave Weiss's one of his really close friends, like in like
New York City,
like uptown, guys.
Well, she was married to a doctor.
Well, we're talking about uptown, old money type stuff.
And her husband, the doctor,
her
husband said, we have the best CBD oil.
The best.
I was like, wow, that's so nice. But you can't really trust anyone anything from anyone on the internet.
Well, so you can trust me.
I wouldn't trust any of those people. I wouldn't trust. I would trust you, but I don't trust any of those people. But if you go
That's
to,
saying something. A doctor from the Upper East.
yeah,
the
but you're
East
friends with
Coast,
certain people.
York.
Who knows? You could be friends for certain reasons.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we got banned so quickly, and we tried to let them know, well, we do want to continue to market it. We never planned on bending what we do, so we could get approved. What's the next step for people? How does Hemp Lucid do it? How do Charlotte's Web do? How do they sell it if all the credit card companies are against it? They're like, oh no, they're not. There are credit card companies or payment processing companies that will accept it, and so they gave us names to these people, and we had to pay money and fill out certain forms you had to pay money for to even get looked at.
Mm-hmm.
And we did that, and then we got to the next stage of the next type of credit card processor, and the first thing they said was, okay, but you can't sell CBD or anything like that. And we're like, that's why we came here.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the whole and every time I tell this to anyone, they're like, there's a club and you're not in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know, George Carlin.
Yeah.
I get that, but I think it's just a money club. I think if I had the right lawyer,
Oh yeah,
that knew the right, it's just
the money club.
Yeah, they're just really good at Monopoly.
Hi, Marky Rizzo.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Always good to see you.
Yeah, all is well, man. Wow, that's cool, Angela. Make my
Hi,
own.
Angela.
Okay, so you get CBD isolate powder. It's like white powder, Angela, and then you're extracting it with the coconut oil. One cup of liquid coconut oil to 7 grams of powder. Okay, all right. Yeah, Trisha sent us some CBD isolate powder. I still have. It's my emergency, like when the world ends type stash, part of that. Anything concentrated in a powder, that's extra things that I already have.
By the way, I loved talking about the commercials. That was fun.
Yeah, the Christmas commercials from the 90s. You guys remember we were watching the compilation Christmas commercials from the 90s?
Yeah.
Those are my favorite. Like the Coca-Cola commercials. Yeah. So good.
They're so cozy.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, just because they came out when I was little? Yeah, probably. Probably. When the world was perfect. In a delusional way, of course. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we learned from YouTube ads that 9 out of 10 Americans have type 2 diabetes. They just don't know it. Yeah, so hair loss and diabetes have been getting the most lately. And the bearskin hoodies, for sure. For sure. We've got visitors. So what'd you guys do for the holidays? I listen to a lot of Queen. I've been listening to a lot of Queen. And every time I turn on the radio now, Queen is on. It's weird. It's weird. I've always liked Queen. I've always listened to Queen, but not, for some reason over the holidays, I started listening to. We bought a car, and someone left a ton of Queen CDs in the CD changer, and it's been awesome. It's been really good. And there's JBL speakers in the car. It's been so great. And then Queen documentaries started coming up on my feed, so just been really interested in that. Powder by the ounce. Angela, got you. Yeah, Jay said probably have to hire a lawyer or equivalent to fill out the paperwork properly regarding the payment systems. Everything is designed to be frustrating, nonsensical, financially efficient. I've actually been really good at the paperwork. In court, with our business, everything. I've actually, because I take my time with it, and I worked with one lawyer, and the extent of what we work together is I did the paperwork, and he handed the paperwork in. and he thought I did a great job, and I won what I achieved what we were trying to achieve.
Yeah,
But he
Jamesy
didn't do
did
it.
all the work.
Yeah.
Jamesy like a bona fide lawyer.
He didn't do a damn thing, and he told me that, and he was like, "Great work," and
Mhm.
yeah, and so I understand that. I understand the paperwork has to be done properly, but for this, what I'm talking about here, there wasn't any paperwork. There was no paperwork. It was just conversation, and they don't let you get past a certain point. If you're not, if you're I don't know. I don't know what would get me past a certain point, but there was not really any paperwork at that stage. They didn't let you get to the paperwork stage, so I don't know. I would just have to a lawyer doing my communication would definitely help. I'm good at the paperwork. If a lawyer can do the communication,
Yeah,
that would be
that
great.
piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But honestly, I think the whole natural field of everything has been so flooded, and almost like comedy has been turning into like hack central.
Mm-hmm.
Like now when I see natural, like the Mudwater commercial we talked about, when I see the type of people like promoting that type of, I'm like, okay, it's just like anything else now. It's not like interesting because it's nature. It's not like about high quality because everyone says highest quality, highest this, highest that.
Yeah, it's basically whoever has the money to promote themselves everywhere, and whether it's quality or not, you got to test for yourself case by case.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Depending on what type of marketer you are and what type of
Mm-hmm.
is really gonna and how much money you have for ads and stuff
Mhm.
is really gonna help. We were, we were raised in like church and the whole money is evil thing, and then
Yeah.
which 6 Christians will tell you, and then 4 other Christians will come in and say, no, it's the love of money. But either way, whether it's money or the love of money, that's evil to some people. It still puts you in a position, put me in a position of thinking money didn't matter in terms of like what you're focused on. I said many times, like publicly in the past few years on interviews and stuff that like, well, the money comes, do the right thing and the money will come. And that was the case for me for a really long time, but that's definitely not the way it works. It doesn't really matter. People do terrible things all the time and get tons of money. So, um, just learning how money works and how important advertising is, and the right advertisers advertising to the right market, how important that is, and how important money is. And if you love money in the terms of like you like eating, you like providing for your children, you like having a roof over your head, you know. But if you just keep hearing that phrase over and over and over growing up, you do, no matter how they phrase it, love of money or just money in general, like most people start to lean towards anyone with money is bad. I follow this hippie guy who's not a Christian or anything like that, and he hates anyone with money, and share the wealth and stuff, and rich should be taxed, and it's like, okay, but what type of incentive is that? So the better you do in life, the more we're going to take from you is the incentive in terms of tax the rich. So if you make it rags to riches and you start doing really well, um, the incentive is from that type of mindset is like, so if you do more, if you do better, people will hate you and we will want to take from you. And then you got all these people doing like, shady shell corporations and weird political moves and things like that, all money based, that totally cement that mindset that, yeah, money is evil, people with money are evil, type thing. And it's like, damn, it's good to have money to buy food and shit. It's really good. And it's like, well, that's all just basic. That's obvious. It's not obvious. In 2025, to just feed a family of 5 is insane. It's so expensive, It's so expensive. And the other day, I heard someone talking about this, and all they were getting back was like, whatever position you're in, it's your fault. And it's like, man, sometimes that's true. So many times it's not. That's not true at all. And just life, you're not really in control. Like there are things out of our control, out of our um, ability to bend. that will affect you. You walk across the street, you get hit by a car that, ran a red light, like, and you did look both ways. Like, it doesn't matter. Like there are things that happen, that are out of your control. So just like extreme victim blaming, going on. Yeah, money laundering is an industry, Jay said. Yeah, I'm sure it is. And I'm sure they make good money doing it. Yeah. And at the same time, like I've always understood gray areas or completely, I don't know, red areas. How would you say it? Of like, I understand it. I understand why people would be providing a service for people that do illegal or unlawful things. I do understand it. Everyone is in a position to survive here. It does seem like so. And if you can survive bending the rules made by people who break the rules all the time, it's like, it all seems to not matter at all. Super arbitrary. Yeah, Happy New Year, guys. Yeah, Queen is so good, man. Yeah, she said she worked in advertising for 7 years. That makes sense to me.
Oh, that makes complete sense.
Because her bottles are so nice and
Yeah.
so appealing. Her labeling is great. Excellent. Really wonderful. I always want to promote like people that are doing it on their own and companies that are just trying to make like home family companies that are just trying to make a living for themselves. I think is awesome.
Yeah.
Anyone wants to tell us about any companies they know, we will totally talk about it if we like it.
Hi, Horror Boy. I think I'm saying it wrong.
What is it?
Is it
Horror Boy?
Horror Boy?
No, it's
HR Boy.
HR Boy. I don't know.
Hi.
I'm looking for goat milk soap. If anyone, like homemade, if anyone knows.
Yeah.
I had a good supplier.
Hello, Jay.
And now I don't.
Yeah, definitely need some new goat's milk. But I mean, it's everywhere though.
It is everywhere, but
you like to.
They're not all the same. Yeah, I like to sample. Yeah, like new stuff, different stuff. Okay, so another YouTube ad I got was military calisthenics workout. And I was going to save this for a sketch, but I'm just going to talk about it.
Okay.
So have you guys seen the military calisthenics workout for women specifically? Very importantly, just for women. Have you guys seen that?
I don't know if I have.
Military calisthenics.
All that's coming up for me is Zootopia. That's all that's coming up. Like in the beginning of Zootopia, the bunny has to like go through Cop Academy. That's all I remember.
No,
that's all that's coming up for me.
This is that's most of our things that come up for us are like child movie references because we have 3 children.
Yeah.
No, what I'm talking about is like this commercial about like ladies that like they're talking about how they start out with like, are you upset the way your arms and stomach look? Clearly you're a wife or a mother that like, and they like do the thing. And then they talk about how hard it is to find a regiment that works. And then they trash every regiment that has worked for other people. And then they say the real thing, the only thing that will help you get back in shape is military calisthenics.
Okay.
For women. And it's AI. And then the next thing they say is when men came up with and then they like list certain workouts, they're like, they were not designed for us. How did they say it exactly? Like with resentment, they were not designed for us. It almost as if like when men were creating workouts for themselves.
They were creating workouts for themselves.
It's almost like they were creating it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like for what would work for them. But the way this commercial says it, it's like it was a conspiracy against women to make sure they just figured out every workout thing that wouldn't work for women. It's like, damn, men are smart. That's cool, man. Now you guys are 60 years late on YouTube ads. But I don't even know what military calisthenics is. Mark Rizzo wrote Tai Chi and YouTube held it for review. I approved it, bro.
Tai Chi.
Yeah. That's a censored word on our YouTube.
Tai Chi.
Yeah. All right, so what do you guys follow comedy or comedy podcasts or anything like that? Angela, I see you on Facebook. Sorry, I have not gotten back to you. I'm sorry. I should have, who y'all listen to like comedically? Maybe my chat's just not working or no one's typing. Yeah, so I used to like listen to a lot of people. I really like Nick Swartzen and the people he used to hang out with and stuff. But now it's all comedy podcasts. All right, so Mark Rizzo, he listens to Theo Von. Yeah, specifically regarding comedy, like who do you listen to? Like stand up or now every comedian has a podcast. So who are you drawn to? Norm Macdonald had a podcast for a while. It could be a show too, like Meredith Scardino, like people that make shows. Doesn't have to be like a podcast person. Jim Brewer, Tommy Tell the Truth said, okay. What do you like about Jim Brewer? He tells the truth. What does he tell the truth about? I don't know who Dell is. Rick Glassman. Yeah, he can be funny. Jordan Jensen. Okay. Yeah, Tommy, don't you feel like Jim Brewer is kind of stuck in a 2016 loop? Like he's stuck in a like first of all, he's like 9 years too late. And he's just kind of saying, like, he constantly talks about politics while scolding anyone else for talking about politics or caring about politics. And then he would constantly talk about politics. Don't you think that's interesting? Angela, so the best Earth capsules you can put in a tea, but I'm not sure if the heat will degrade some of the alkaloids in there. I would just take the 2 capsules. They're vegetarian capsules, but it's not like just generic vegetable oil either. It's kosher. It's really good capsules. So I would just take the capsules. If you have a hard time swallowing capsules, applesauce or yogurt might help. You probably know all this already. Yeah, okay, yeah, you could do it in honey. If it's hard for you to swallow pills, what you could do is there is chaga in the Best Earth recipe, and that blends really well with like chocolate frozen yogurt or any type of. I know you're very like natural-esque, which I most appreciate and respect. You could find some type of organic chocolate pudding or ice cream or something, and if you mix that in there, you'll barely taste it. And what we do is 2 capsules at a time. That's just what works for most people. Is start with 2, and then play with it from there. But you can do whatever you want. And make sure there's no alcohol consumption. At least I would say I like to say like a week before taking it, but it could just be 24 to 48 hours. And then it's good. Cannabis would be fine with it. Yeah.
I heard you guys were talking about Jim Brewer. What were you guys saying was exciting about him? Like I totally just
Because he
have to
tells the
like,
truth, someone said, and then someone said,
oh,
I said about what? And he said, Tommy said, about what we talk about. And I said, it feels like 2016 regurgitated, like he's just watching old conspiracy videos and acting like he's an arbiter of truth that is blowing people's minds. Kind of like Owen Benjamin.
yeah.
And is growing an ego around himself that is very preacher-esque. Like Jim Brewer will now stand up and kind of do a stand-up routine to like 15 young kids. I don't know why. Every time he does a live stream now, he's got like 18-year-old boys
Yeah, like really
around
young
him. I don't know why. I'll never
high
explain it.
school-looking kids.
Yeah, yeah, and they all just hang on to every word he says, and he looks around. He'll like say something, and then look around the congregation to see if he's tracking. You know, like, and I'm just like, damn, this is becoming religious, just like Owen Benjamin, just
I
like
just
all
think
these
it's
people.
so weird how Jim Brewer is like always talking about like there's so much darkness, so much evil going on in Hollywood and all sort of stuff. And then as soon as the 50th anniversary of like SNL comes up, who's there in attendance?
How much shit did Jim
It's
Brewer?
like,
Exactly.
what?
How much shit did Jim Brewer talk about Saturday Night Live? You know, and how evil it was when he was there, and the examples.
Must not be that bad if you're going, going back.
Because he just went back to Saturday Night Live. Like, how much he talks about how evil of the environment it is, how satanic it is, and his examples, Jim Brewer's examples of how evil and satanic Saturday Night Live was the same shit anyone in corporate America deals with on a daily basis. Like people stealing your work, people taking credit for your work, you know, but putting it in the category of satanic, like kind of type shit, like or people enabling Chris Farley to do drugs. Like that shit happens every day, all the fuck over the place. You know, the type of people like him make it look like, you know, they intentionally are like, no, this is a Hollywood evil. It's like, no, dude, that's humanity. That's the state of humanity.
Yeah, it's like it happens everywhere, and he's like just trying to like amp it up, like I think just for his audience. And
well, he also says Dave Chappelle is a clone, and
he had to walk that back. I think he walked that back. But it's like crazy. Like he was saying all this stuff that's obviously not even that true. Like SNL is no worse than like going to. Like,
but don't you think that Dave Chappelle looks different in 2025 compared to 1996? What the fuck, you guys?
What?
How could someone look different over 30 years?
Look different in 30 years.
It's amazing.
Incredible. But yeah, so not only did he like was talking so much ish about SNL, he went on to complain that they didn't show the Goat Boy clips at the 50th anniversary. Like he was like so like they should have showed my Goat Boy clips. Like, dude, okay, you said they were evil and that they're like horrible. Right. And all, like, why do you care if they?
So, and this is when I lose everyone because I don't know. Like Sean Alki, much love to you, dude. We love you, man. He said, these big names like Jim do help open the eyes of normies. Like, I used to agree with that, but what are we opening their eyes to? Like, what are we opening their eyes to that the entire world is fine except for scientists, Hollywood, the elite? Like, no, dude, like humanity is fucked up. What is he opening their eyes to? And then comes the thing where it's like when I explained what we went through with truthers who are not normies, but they're the shittiest people in the world. Mm. When I explain that to normies, they immediately are like, oh, tell me more. Wait, what happened? Oh my God, wait, really? If you talk to truthers, they have so many strongholds in their mind and so many superheroes and celebrities in their mind. And if you go against an opinion, you don't even have to mention a name, an opinion that one of their superheroes have, you're a piece of shit, evil shill now. Like, yeah, like there is no agree to disagree. There is no common ground. There's none of that. But with normies, I've gotten more out of than not.
Yeah, like more sensibility, like
just more logical.
No matter whose side you guys are on, it is kind of weird that like after the whole Antarctica thing, that like Dave Weiss is just like not talking to Jaron anymore. Like, no matter like what side you're on or what you think about that, like if you guys were like really friends, actually friends for 10 years, that is super weird to just like stop talking to somebody.
Everyone is super weird. That whole fucking area is super weird. That whole area of the internet, you know, is just, it's weird, you know. Yeah. And isn't, okay, so Jay says, isn't Chappelle from deep in DC? I mean, he's from Washington, DC, but then we have to say anyone born in DC that gets notoriety of any kind is evil. Like
That's crazy.
it's starting to get crazy. Like it's starting to get, well, they have this, so it means that if they're wearing an orange shirt, they are Illuminati. Like I don't know how it's not embarrassing for most people for the people that feel that way to be that way. I don't know
Yeah.
how it's not embarrassing because it's not true. If this shit was true,
Right.
it might be something like Princess Diana. If someone's like, "Oh, Princess Diana got fucking murked in ways we don't understand," I'd be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah."
Absolutely.
Most people would agree with that. Certain shit is like, "Oh yeah, we all know that." Or
Yeah.
Epstein or JFK. Like there are some things that are so sloppy and so what they are. But if we're just like, they're from this town, they wore this color shirt, his voice is deeper than it was 30 years ago. Like you start to discredit any other conspiracy that might be true that you do touch on. And now I feel like, again, and then when I say my statements, I start to relate with Jim Brewer acting like a preacher. Because I can feel that way. I can feel like, right. But
All
we're
eyes
just
on
opposing
me.
churches. Not all eyes on me,
Our
but
church
just,
is better than Jim Brewer's church. Changed my
we
mind.
don't have a church. Change my mind. We don't have a church.
Pun on puns on puns.
I just don't want to become that either. This should be so. I always try to be so careful with my opinions, but
yeah.
people like want to root for you if you agree with them in these very specific areas, and it doesn't matter anything else you do in life. And if you don't agree in those areas, it's like a massive issue.
Tommy Tell the Truth said, "I miss Robin Williams."
Yeah, Robin Williams. I never liked Robin Williams. But then after he died, I was like,
I always thought he was awesome. And I'm like, was
Most
he like a
people
tortured
like him.
soul? I feel like he was like a tortured soul.
I like Miss Doubtfire.
Yeah. But his work he's brilliant. He's a brilliant comedian, you gotta say.
Yeah, but you can't like.
You cannot like him, yeah.
No, I'm saying conspiracy theories are not allowed to like him.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Wait, is this something I wasn't schooled on?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
What's wrong with Miss Doubtfire?
He's a trans.
Oh God.
He's a
Come on,
transient.
guys. It's fun.
I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, Angela, so you think that Robin Williams was like part of the script, and I can see why I think like people think that, but like synchronicities in life that happen to people, and I don't know if it's just because we're tuned into what we're focused on and we disregard everything else that's not a synchronicity. But there are, when you have that feeling when someone's about to call you, you're thinking about someone and then they call you, like type thing. Like that does happen. So is that part of the script? And if so, who's writing it? Because it's like, then you have to say that Robin Williams and all these people are deemed worthy by God to be a part of the main script, and that's it. And nothing else really matters. And we're just the sheep peons that, but it's like life is magical though, all in and out. And don't you think there are people trying to profit off conspiracy theories and all the like?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the focus on these things is way more pointless than.
Well, I'm only here for entertainment. Like, if it's entertaining, I'll talk about it.
Right, and
End
then
of
but when
story.
people start setting up camps in the entertainment and start like warring against each other,
Yeah, it's definitely for the fun and the view of somebody on the outside. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Not for those engaged, but somebody's watching and
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Yeah, when I was like, oh wait, the truth community is all complete bullshit, like 3 years ago, so many people found it so entertaining, and I understand.
Ooh,
You're
Tommy,
watching
tell the
someone
truth.
figure something out in real time. It's interesting.
I like what he just wrote. Okay, good
Let me
job.
guess.
Good
Here.
job. He said, "We are all actors acting out the scriptures. Some are good actors and some are bad." Dude, that's a good one.
And some are
Sounds like-
complex. I would agree with that. And I think some are complex. I think not all are bad and not all are good. And sometimes they can be bad and sometimes they can be good. But I generally agree with that. There are definitely certain people that are like, like when you meet them, and I'm not talking about on the internet with Hollywood, like people you interact with in your real life, like, and you can observe, oh, this is a fucked up person. They get pleasure in pain and discomfort of others. Like that does exist. And then like Hollywood people and popular kids in school, like type shit, you can meet them and be like, oh wow. or like just a good actor that plays good roles, that they cast the same person in the same type of role every time, and then in real life they're a completely different person. It's very interesting, but it's easy to perceive them as a certain way because of the way they look or something. What's up, Sammy?
I beat the boulder.
You beat the boulder?
Yeah.
Good job, dude. I gotta put music on for the people. It's gotta be public domain too. Hold on, Sammy.
Discomfort
You
Them,
gotta finish
Oh
it.
Lord, music of Thomas Tallis.
It looks like you
on
have
your
the crystal, though.
classical companion, WMHT. That was a camera.
Oh,
Joseph Malone, the Chevalier de Saint George.
I lost my mic.
An excellent fencer, horseman, and violinist. Doctor and composer wrote work.
Yeah, it was a commercial break. Sorry, you guys. Sammy pulled me away. He had to show me he beat the boulder in Crash Bandicoot. So I had to check it. We had to, you got to save it. You got to make sure it's legit. What boulder level is it? Is it the one with the polar bear? Which is it? So that's what I was doing. Crash Bandicoot is some important stuff in this house. Angela said Najla says you look stunning today, and she loves your hair and makeup.
Angela, I freaking love you so much. I really do. Thank you. You always look stunning in your pictures. I like the way she takes pictures. Is that weird? Everybody in this community knows that Angela's like the best promoter of t-shirts.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Best promoter of t-shirts. Best.
You said the breast promoter.
No, I did not. But I mean, she could be.
That's part of
She
it.
looks awesome. Always.
Yeah, and like I have, like anyone else, I have strong opinions, and pretty neutral opinions though about like most things like this. Anyone that, if you disagree with me about like Jim Brewer or whatever, it's completely okay with me. Like I don't think less or judge anyone for, like, that's what I want. I want to hang out with people that are like, nah, dude, he's doing good work. Like, I'm like, okay, like it's cool you think that, and if you're a good person like Sean, he's like, I know he's like a completely legit, helpful saint of a person. Like that's Trisha Sean, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So yeah. So I have strong opinions when I speak them.
If that's Trisha Sean, he's a saint for sure.
I'm okay with. I don't. Yeah.
Did you see this one comment?
I just like talking about it.
The ascending ancient. What? That is such a cool name. Or at least that's what it says in the handle. The ascending ancient said,
using YouTube. Go on.
Yeah. Why do you have trouble with aligning with the characteristics of the philosophy of Trut or conspiracy? Is it anti-groupthink and label? You mean labelism or something else? What's the question? Aligning with the characteristics.
Oh, I don't know. See, and this is the thing. He's saying, why do I have trouble lining up with the philosophy of truth? So
sorry.
So I see, and that's my whole gripe right there. if you point out very obvious things about people like Jim Brewer, again, the superheroes, you see me now as an opposition of what is true. So you
That's
just straight up, I'm a
insane.
liar, like piece of shit. Like, that's fascinating to me. That's fascinating that you can't just think about the words that I'm saying about it. And it is true. He's talking about Michelle Obama trans stuff and telling everyone not to talk about politics, and then goes, did you hear what Nancy Pelosi? And then he'll imitate people talking about Nancy Pelosi, but then he'll actually talk about Nancy Pelosi. It's hypocritical.
Serious B, we did say PlayStation.
If
Awesome.
you're like serious about truth, you would have a problem with all of these people. And that's why I don't take any of it seriously, because I am into people not lying to me. So I you know, like, it's hard to be a real truther and watch any of this shit and be like, oh yeah, it's good stuff. Like, how? Like, I you know, and this is why, like, it's, people are afraid, like, to, if you agree with a conspiracy and you make friends over it, god damn, if you change your mind on it, like, you are now, yeah, dude, like, it's just like drugs.
Like a hot pan.
Exactly. It's just like drugs. If you're doing dope with someone and you quit doing dope, fuck you. Like, you're done. Like, no one cares about you, because you had this one commonality, but you had nothing actually in common. But you had this one idol that you were worshiping together, and misery loves company. So when that person is not worshiping anymore, like, they're done, and the whole community will talk shit about them. It's fascinating. The Ascending Ancient. That's awesome. You know, that's awesome. And it's hard to read, like, tone or context through a text. And I'm a passionate, like, Aries type person. So my answers and questions, the way I approach things, can be, like, intense sometimes. Someone told me that in South Carolina. They're like, do you know you're a really intense person? And I'm like, yeah. And it's just kind of the way I am when I wake up. But I'm a happy person, you know, and I don't attack people, and I try to be as helpful as I possibly can. I got to go to work in like an hour, and I do really good at my job. I do really well, because I will, without being a doormat though. You got to find a fine balance. I'm a very like, I can go anywhere in the building, in the area that I work with, and be able to do multiple different things, because I try to learn from as many people as possible and just try to make good connections and relationships. The internet's not where it's at in terms of, like, learning from other people, in my opinion. I only learn from the internet when I'm, like, observing from afar for a very long time. But in real life, like, I get to meet people face to face, work with them, watch how they work, pick up on their emotions and their facial expressions all throughout the day, and you can really gauge someone really quickly in that way. So I might seem fiery, especially on the internet, but it's just because there's walls of separation. We share Melanie. Yeah. Can I ask what state you're in now? Yeah, we're back in New York. We're still in New York. Yeah. Anyone in New York too, we'll meet up with you. Like, we would love to hang out with people. What's up, baby girl? Does Talia need pants on? I know she's got her dress. Do you need pants, little girl? Come on. It's her nightgown. I don't know if this is gonna suffice. Najee? Najee, can you get pants for Talia? The camera angle is just a little low. Good job, dude. She's so adorable. What's up, Sirius B? Yeah, if anyone wants to meet up, man, we're cool people. We just like to hang out and try to we're just trying to do good in life. So I'm definitely not opposed to anyone trying to do good in life, you know. Yeah, Trisha. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build a cult and a commune together one day. Hopefully in the South. What are you doing? Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. She needs pants. Thank you. Whoa.
Can I jump on the dog in this one?
Tell me if you can. Keep doing it. Let me know. See, I don't want to come off as combative, though. Like, I'm not trying to be combative. You know. I don't know if I come off that way. I just think when people like cut to the chase, people are not used to it. I've actually grown in understanding and liking. What the hell? Grown like a liking to small talk. Like I really like small talk now. I used to like, you know, I can't handle small talk. Like I want to have good conversation. So at work, most people at like regular jobs, most people, if they're just getting to know you or they only work with you for a few hours a day for a few weeks so far, like why would you want to get deep? Most people don't like when other people get deep and they get uncomfortable or they get judged or, you know, they don't want deep connection, but they also don't want awkward silence, right? So I don't know. I just see small talk as like a sign of respect. Like, oh, I'm willing to interact with you before I really know you, type thing. What's up, Ty? You can come back. Now she doesn't want to come. As soon as she's camera ready, she don't want to do it anymore. Most New Yorkers are easygoing. That's funny. That's funny. Driving is the worst part about New York, man. Driving. Oh my God. So bad. Road rage is really intense. People turning into your lane and just tailgating and all that is very intense. South Carolina was the very opposite. No one uses blinkers, though, in South Carolina. It's like, damn, there's always something. There's always something. I can't stand when people don't use blinkers. And I told Najla that. And she's like, well, what if you're like in a turn lane already? I'm like, I still think you should use it. You should make it habitual. Make it something to where like you just do it without thinking. Because if you don't, then you're gonna not use it all the time.
And if you're
And
new
cause
to
an
the area
accident.
and you see the blinks on and you might not know that that's a turn only lane, it helps. So even if you're in the turn only lane, put your blinks on.
I just keep my yield sign all the time. That's what I do. I just hit my yield as soon as I start my car. And that way, no matter which way I'm turning, I'm golden. Yeah, Angela, you should be able to order on the website if you're from Canada. You totally can. Oh, the best truth I forgot to tell you, 2 capsules. Take it in the morning on an empty stomach, preferably before you take anything else, especially anything psychoactive. And again, no alcohol before or after. If you try to make an order, it might go through. Canadian orders typically go through. Sometimes we have issues with like Australia, sometimes with Canada, but it's rare. But you can definitely try. Yeah, and the shipping might be a smidge more depending on where you're ordering. But yeah, you can definitely order from Canada. All right, guys. I got to go to work. It's been awesome hanging out with you guys. I don't know if you can get a t-shirt on the website. I will definitely send you one if you place an order. You don't have to order it, Angela. Or anyone really in this live stream. Oh wait, well, but I have to pay for shipping. I don't know how much I can afford. But yeah, most of you guys, if you guys want t-shirts, I can definitely send you guys t-shirts. We love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're gonna start doing this more and more. Najla said bye. But we stopped over the holiday season. Things just got really crazy. So, but we're gonna start doing this more regularly. And we might do impromptu ones just to get more comfortable with it. What do you got right there?
Stop!
What is that?
I was about to.
No, stop.
Stop!
No, stop. It's mine.
Stop!
It's mine. It's mine. All right, guys. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye, Japan.
Good job.
Bye.
All right.